was set for 6:30 a.m. this morning. I think like 3 minutes later, my 10-month-old woke up. The last 15 minutes were kind of crazy. Basically, a life update from me. That is all the sleep qualms in my life right now that I'm trying to navigate. Good morning, you guys. It is currently 7:02 a.m. My alarm was set for 6:30 a.m. this morning. When it went off, I hit snooze for 5 minutes, and I think like 3 minutes later, my 10-month-old woke up and was very loud. So I'm actually so surprised right now that everyone else is still asleep. But today I'm going to bring you along for a very normal, and I would say intentionally unhurried day in my life as a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, 3 and under. I'm just gonna show you what our days look like. It's been a long time since I have done that and just kind of vlogged the day, so that's what you are going to see today. I am going to try to get a workout in just using the Treehouse app on my phone before the rest of my kids wake up. I can almost guarantee by the time I'm done, if not during workout, they will wake up, so let's do that.
Breakfast is ready.
No, it's wasn't. I think.
We have strawberries on the side and blueberries. Sitting over there on our deck.
What? Is that one of the bad people?
They're hats. Oh!
Is he laughing? Look, he's trying to.
I just love you.
He's trying to.
The last 15 minutes were kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but I got all of the kids dressed. Still just haven't gotten myself ready for the day, so they're all in my oldest daughter's room right now playing and listening to Theoto. And I'm gonna see how ready I can get in the next 5 minutes. left and shut the door. Really soon.
I'll show you what it does. I'll show you what it does and screw it down and put it onto the...
Okay, time for coffee because I still have not had any yet today. That's okay.
That's cold in it. It does.
Cool. I have a question. We don't need liquid glue right now. From your son, to fill in the sun, or you can use crayon. Well, how do they get their food? That shines really brightly in the sky. Here, can I help you with that? That's a, ew. It's not gonna be, what is this part called?
Can you help?
That big long thing? Okay, lunchtime, Rosie and I are having leftover butter chicken. And for the toddlers, they had requested peanut butter and jam, but I realized we just ran out of jam. So I just made them peanut butter toast. They've got some nectarines, carrots, cucumbers, and then cheese. They're currently jumping on my bed, which they did come and ask permission for first. And I said yes. I'm trying to not say no so much throughout the day if it's actually like not a huge problem to me. And the reason that I don't want them to jump on my bed is really just because I have to make it again, but like that's obviously not a huge deal. Every parent is gonna be different on that stuff, and I'm like, you know what, go for it, because I say a lot of no's throughout the day. It's okay to add some yeses into it. Eat a loud book. Pretty successful lunch today. It felt like such a scramble getting everyone down into their rooms for like naps and quiet time today. Basically, a life update from me is that my 2-year-old, so our middle child, he's like 2.5 right now. He is trying to drop his nap and like trying to drop it hardcore. I think we're on 4 weeks now of him just really fighting actually taking a nap in the afternoon, although he is very tired and still at an age where I think that he would benefit from a nap. It kind of is what it is though, and I've been trying really hard to basically implement our same quiet time routine that we did when this happened with my first daughter, because she has not been napping for so long. She's 3 years old, but she kind of dropped her nap at 18 months, and then we did quiet time, she started napping again, and then sometime again around 2.5 she also dropped her nap. So I have seen this kind of play out before, to the point where I'm like, this probably is a nap dropping, but the strategies that I have been doing for quiet time with my 3-year-old are not quite working in the same way with my 2-year-old yet. I think it's just kind of the growing pains of him trying to wrap his head around like, I'm awake and you want me to like play quietly in a room right now? Like, that's not gonna happen. And one of the other tricky things is that he's still in a crib at 2.5 because he just hasn't shown any like readiness to be in a bed yet. He's not trying to climb out of the crib. It's working really well for us that way, and is also kind of at an age and stage if I let him do quiet time in his room outside of the crib that I feel like it would be a little bit of a gong show, and I just don't even know if it would be the safest thing. So kind of at this stage now where it's like I'm getting maybe 15 minutes in the afternoon where they're all in their room for a second to like tidy or breathe, look at my email, literally even just to like pee, and then all of a sudden it's like everyone's back up. Rosie is also going through a regression right now. Another life update is that she has recently just started crawling. I would say it's more of like a hobble than a crawl. She's still got her like one leg tucked under, so she's like just kind of scooting around the house. But with that transition, it just like had a huge impact on sleep for her. So for the last few weeks now, she's been up like multiple times in the night, but is also really fighting her second nap of the day. So she's doing her first nap pretty well, but then the second one is just like a struggle. And I feel like I'm putting her to bed so early because she's really not napping very well in the afternoon. So that is all of the sleep qualms in my life right now that I'm trying to navigate. There are 2 kids I think that are currently crying, and I would love to just like take a second to breathe this afternoon, but I feel like I'm gonna have to roll into dealing with that pretty soon. Okay, no luck on the sleep front for this one this afternoon. The older 2 are also not napping, but they are in their room still doing quiet time. So while I just have her, I'm going to at least get started on dinner to try and do like something that is helpful this quiet time for the rest of the day. I am going to braise some beef that we're going to use in our next 2 dinners. So tonight I was hoping to do kind of like a shredded beef taco kind of thing with avocado and cheese and all of that fun stuff. And then tomorrow I wanted to have the braised beef to put into like a beef ragu with parmesan and rigatoni and all of that. So that is my game plan today, is to braise the beef so we have it for the next 2 nights. This is an inside blade roast, and realistically I should have had this going like an hour ago, but we are not working in the ideal. We are working in reality today. So let's get this in the oven. A tablespoon of tomato paste, and now I'm going to deglaze the pot with 2 cups of red wine and 2 cups of beef broth. Adding my beef back in. And now I'm going to tuck in some fresh rosemary, a couple of bay leaves, and now I'm going to pop this into the oven to cook for like 3 hours. I don't know if my kids will be able to wait that long until dinner, so we'll see how far we can get in the like next 2.5 hours or so. I am going to make myself a little afternoon pick-me-up here. I try not to have more than 1 coffee a day, so I do rely a lot on AG1. So I'm gonna make a little mixture of that with some Armra colostrum. I have one of the like blood orange flavor pouches. I don't think I've ever actually tried this, so I'm gonna try it, see if it makes it just taste a little more exciting. Why did I almost just put another scoop in there? You only need 1 scoop of AG1. I felt like I was making like a bottle of formula for some reason. While I was cooking there, our 2.5-year-old decided all done with quiet time in that room. So took him out, and he's currently with his big sister, and they're just playing together. And I find that when they're together in a room and the door is closed, they will do quiet time for like an hour plus. And I've thought like, should I just start them together with quiet time now, like not try and do 2 separate ones? And when I start that way, it never actually works. They're out of the room within like 15 minutes, but I find that if I put them into their rooms and then they're like, I don't want to do quiet time anymore, and I combine them, they almost feel like they're like getting away with something. And we'll play together so well and just like independently for a long time. So maybe that's just what I need to keep doing every day, is like we start here and then we go to this to actually get a little bit of a break in the afternoon. How does this work again? I think the battery on this is dead. Tough. We will be manually shaking today. I think the other piece of it though is also just the fact that like my middle child has never really had to play independently before. There's always been a big sister, there's always been a little sister for him, and so the idea of being like in his room for quiet time just like is not computing. But anyway, that's enough from me on the quiet time topic. If you guys have any tips on like how you do that with multiple children, let me know in the comments. That's actually a really good combo. I do have a discount code for AG1 and Armra, so I will put that in the description box.
Can you guys?
Much better. Let me see if I can find it. This meat is actually so good.
Okay, maybe like 7:30 to 8.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I'm trying to do kind of like a pulled beef taco, almost like birria. I think that's how you say that. I'm probably getting that at least a little bit wrong. So I'm just trying to come up with a like spice blend right now that would be similar to that. I just Googled like a basic birria spice, and I don't have a lot of what is in there, but I do have some of the main things like chipotle, garlic powder, onion powder, and I do also even have some allspice. So I'm gonna throw all of that in there, and we will see how it turns out. The actual meat itself is so good. I will definitely be buying this cut again.
That's yours. That's yours.
The kitchen is clean. The babies are all asleep. My husband actually did bedtime with our 2 older kids tonight, which is so nice. So I could just like lay here and chill. I've had cramps basically all evening, so we all know what's coming. And I've just been like so tired. I feel like I hit a wall, especially like kind of around dinner time, but he is actually out right now getting me ice cream, which is so sweet of him. He's like, do you want me to go get you something? And I wasn't gonna say no. So he's out doing that, and I'm just sitting here chilling, reading my Kindle. I have been on the biggest Kristen Hanna kick basically this entire year, and by biggest I mean that I'm now reading my 2nd book by her. It takes me so long to read these days because I really only do it for like 15 minutes at night before I fall asleep, and I really do fall asleep like after the 15 minutes. I don't know, in this season I just really struggle to sit and read for hours. I'm not one usually to like come and sit on the couch and read at the end of the day. I'm usually like doing something that either needs to get done for the house or something that I need to get done for work, and I am trying to get better at that because I do find that I'm more like relaxed and just like able to settle at the end of a really full day when I choose to read instead of doing those other things. But I just have a really hard time sitting down, so I've been working on that a lot more this year especially, and that is what I'm doing tonight. Instead of putting on a show or instead of like busying myself around the house, I am reading, and I finished The Nightingale a couple of weeks ago now. It honestly might have even have been like, when did I finish that? I don't even know. It was probably a couple weeks ago now. But that book was so good. It really did shake me to my core, and I was warned about that. I had so many people tell me like, you will be so unsettled, especially reading it before going to bed every night. But it was just like so beautifully written. The way that this author is able to transport you to another time, like it's so obvious that she does a ton of research to actually be able to write from the perspective that she writes with. And the book that I am reading by her now is called The Great Alone, and it is just again so good and yet so different from The Nightingale. And I was just not expecting her to again be able to write with just like such accuracy about something that is so different from what she was writing about before. She's just like such a talented author. So again, it's Kristen Hanna if any of you guys want to check her stuff out. The Nightingale is the first one that I read, and then The Great Alone is what I am reading right now. I almost always have one like fiction book going at at the same time that I'm also doing a nonfiction, usually something like not self-help, but like Christian self-improvement or like in your relationship with God, just deepening and kind of strengthening that. And this time I've actually chosen to do something simultaneously with my fiction stuff that it's a little bit more, I don't want to say dry because it's so not dry, but it is definitely like a slower read, and that is Charlotte Mason stuff on homeschooling. I've read a little bit of her stuff here and there, but I actually got like her whole and complete works on my Kindle right now, and it is like so much content, so it's going to take me a really long time to go through, but I'm kind of going back and forth between that right now. I am always down for any book recommendations though, so if you guys have anything that you are loving to read right now, let me know. I will add it to my list for when I am done this book. I'm guessing it's probably going to take me another 4 weeks, but we'll get there. But I am going to wrap this vlog up here. I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me today for just a very normal day in my life. It was fun to just kind of take the pressure off and not have like particular concept or like idea that I was filming for. I don't usually feel like stressed out when I film, but there definitely is a different just like lightness to it when you're not going in with like a specific intent of trying to accomplish something when you're filming. It was nice to just like kind of let the day be the day today and kind of bring you guys along for that. So let me know if you liked it. Also let me know if there are any like particular videos that you do want to see from me or see more of from me. That's really helpful for me as a creator to know just what you guys enjoy most out of what I'm making, or if there's something that I'm not currently making that you would really enjoy to see. Definitely let me know that in the comment section as well. But thank you guys so much for being here today, and until my next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.